More serious because a global chip shortage is reportedly leading to production delays for many of the gadgets we use every day.
Ford reports one of its plants in Louisville had to stop work.
Hello, niece and nephew. How are you doing? This is Uncle Robert. Uncle Roger's greatest fan.
What's you doing? Drain the... Oh my God! You're killing me, woman! Hiya!
Uncle Robert heard a big news on CNBC tonight, so Uncle Robert make this video immediately to help niece and nephew make some money. Uncle Robert saw this news last week, but tonight Uncle Robert heard from CNBC that this might be coming true. This is not good for all the semicon company. It is better for a few company. To know which company, please stay till the end. Uncle Robert hope niece and nephew is riding the semis wave. Semis is booming. We have work from home devices, cloud computing, AI, IoT, 5G, EV, and also now Bitcoin mining. Uncle Robert sees huge growth in semiconductor. Semiconductor include many companies like Intel. Intel doing so bad, they even removed the logo. This is so embarrassing. We have Nvidia.
He is Einstein of our era.
TSMC, the world's biggest foundry. It makes all kinds of chips for Qualcomm, for Apple, for everyone, for Nvidia, for AMD. We have Qualcomm chip designer, AMD chip designer. Applied Materials make semiconductor equipment for chip maker. We have many more here. Some are 5G, some are specialty, and some are equipment manufacturer. Some of these names has huge potential. And if niece and nephew do not know which name to buy, one easy way is to buy ETF. Let Uncle Roger show you. This is S&P for last 6 months. Let's compare with Semiconductor ETF SMH. This is VanEck Vector Semiconductor, one of the most popular semiconductor ETF. Niece and nephew can see in 6 months, Semiconductor ETF beat S&P more than double. Also beat S&P more than double. Let Uncle Robert show you something that is very fuyo. SOXL. This is same as SOXX. Semiconductor ETF. But this is 3 times the movement. Look at this. S&P up 19%. SOXL up 199%. Fuyo! This is too crazy. This ETF go up so much, even more than ARK Invest. Niece and nephew can see chip shortage cause many problems for automaker, for laptop, phone. Some automaker even shut down. Let's see what CNBC say.
Let's move along and talk about a much more serious story, which is if you're planning on buying a laptop, better do it right now because a global chip shortage is reportedly leading to production delays for many of the gadgets we use every day. This includes not just laptops. We're talking about other kinds of computers, cars, everything else the chips go into, all of this because consumer demand has been so strong. Manufacturers are warning supply chain issues could delay shipments by weeks or even months.
The automakers are facing production problems. Specifically, they point to a shortage of semiconductors, the computer chips that cars rely on these days. Without them, vehicles can't be finished. Ford reports one of its plants in Louisville had to stop work earlier this month because of the shortage.
We have iShare and SMH. We also have Uncle Robert, most favorite, Soxo, 3X, ETF. Your money go up fast and come down fast. Uncle Robert, Robinhood small account, put 100% in Soxo. Now skyrocket ship. So happy, so satisfying. Sox Holding, Intel, Broadcom, Qualcomm, TI, Nvidia, and many more. This one not bad, but Uncle Robert think too much Intel, very dangerous. Maybe Intel in few years will come back, but now Intel not doing really well. We also have ARK Invest, always buying TSM. Let's look at TSM later. Let's look at SMH. This one much better. TSM, Nvidia, ASML. So ASML is equipment maker for all the chip maker, and ASML has unique equipment that every chip maker need. You cannot run away. So ASML have higher PE than all other equipment maker like AMAT and Lam and KLA, all have lower PE because their equipment exchangeable, but these are still the top maker. If niece and nephew have 401k and you want to put your 401k in Semiconductor mutual fund, there is also one called Fidelity Select Semiconductor, FSELX. Let's see what they're holding. Not bad, not bad. Too much Nvidia. This one has huge future, but now Nvidia sleeping. When will Nvidia wake up? Let's look at Investors Business Daily. This is 1 month old. They predict world semiconductor growth will accelerate. Here we have UBS top pick, Micron, Broadcom, Intel, Marvell, Nvidia, and TSM. And here we have KeyBank, top pick, ADI, Microchip, NXP, ON. We also see many merger. ADI by Maxim, Nvidia by ARM. This one very big deal. This will make Nvidia top of the world. But now it's making the stock price sleeping. Wake up Nvidia, wake up. AMD also buying Xilinx. Marvell buying Infi. So many consolidation, which is good for industry. See which semiconductor is outperforming the ETF. You can see sleepy Nvidia. It's time to wake up. Nvidia PE very high, almost 90. Nvidia is a huge growth company, so it is resting. The longer the base, the higher the space. So we expect Nvidia bounce and breakout to be very strong. Taiwan Semi is the world's biggest chip manufacturer. They manufacture for Apple, Qualcomm, Nvidia, AMD and many more. Recently, they announced expansion. TSM planning massive 5nm chip expansion after record earning. $4.5 billion expansion. This means the semiconductor equipment maker will benefit. UMC past 6 months 180%. Fuyo! This stock is so strong. Now let's look at equipment maker. Uncle Robert loves AMAT because their volume very high, very easy to play option. If niece and nephew expect more profit due to many chip maker expansion, so stock price will go much higher. ASM is another equipment maker, but ASM makes unique equipment that all chip maker need. There is no replacement, and ASML is unique equipment. So PE ratio much higher than other equipment manufacturer. Let's look at Micron. Micron been beating ETF and PE ratio 31, but Jim Cramer say this company changing from cyclical to secular growth. So does niece and nephew think the PE ratio will go closer to Nvidia?
The Micron that we all know, which is some sort of commodity play, has morphed into one of the great secular growing companies, both software and hardware, basically because of the brain inside your chips. And the story is different. We have a growth story that's going to transcend the economy.
We see many re-rating. For example, Walmart moving from big box retailer to online. Disney moving from theme parks to subscription. Apple moving from electronics to subscription. Penn moving from casino to online gambling. And many more. All these re-rating move company PE to a new level, and so the stock price may move if the company is successful. If the company fail, bye-bye! Uncle Robert has some position in semiconductor to ride the wave. Let's look at this AMAT. Let's look at this one, up 282%. Niece and nephew can see. End of December, this option is worth $2.25 and highest point is $20.15. Niece and nephew would gain 9 times in 1 month. This is amazing. But we see AMAT is very volatile. AMAT gone up so much, many people are taking profit. So what Uncle Robert do? What Uncle Robert do? No fundamental changing. The growth story still the same. Semiconductor momentum still strong.
Really what we're seeing is the beginning of an upturn in DRAM. Micron is about 70% DRAM. That's the memory that's in your computer, your cell phone, and in servers. And the average upturn lasts about 2 years. The last 2 upturns have lasted 2 years.
Uncle Robert have been buying more and more at every dip. Uncle Robert expect with Samsung expansion all the semiconductor equipment manufacturer will get a boost. So for short term, semiconductor equipment manufacturer may jump more than the rest of the semiconductor. Here are the semiconductor equipment manufacturer. Applied Material, KLA, Lam, ASML, Axcelis, which is ACLS, and a few more smaller ones. So that is what Uncle Robert will be doing. Hope niece and nephew find this useful and make some money. If this helped you, please consider liking and subscribing to Uncle Robert. Uncle Robert appreciate. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.